Social media advice suck. It's basically a pyramid scheme of people who's built their entire careers off of telling other people how to build exactly the same careers as they did. And I find that those advice they give is seldom applicable to any type of artist, but especially to a multifaceted person like myself. I'm a drag artist and event organizer, and that in itself encapsulates so many different art forms and so many different roles that I need to play. And when it comes to social media, I've had different art careers on the internet for as long as I've been an adult, and I really enjoy social media. I be talking shit about it and I be enjoying it. I love the communities that it gives me, and I love the creative outlet. I love the opportunities that it brings, but it is really hard to do. And I haven't seen a lot of people who are like me and doing what I'm trying to do. But recently, I came across a profile of Donovan Barrett, and the way he just talks about social media clicks for me. I think his brain just works really similar to mine, and he's found approaches that I feel like would also work for me. But as well, I've been in therapy for a long time. I'm also finishing up The Artist Way, and 25, prefrontal cortex fully developed, so I am at the point of my life where I could like fully relate and even understand the stuff that he's talking about. And the whole reason Donovan even landed on my For You page is because he is doing this crazy challenge of posting 500 pieces of content in 30 days. So this is my official day one, video number one of doing almost the same thing. I like this challenge because it's applicable to me. There already isn't a lot social media stuff for drag artists, but for me, event organization comes first and then it's drag, and I recently started also being a wig and costume designer, and this is a lot of things that are all me and that are all fun for me, but also all of those things are my job. And I think that this challenge would help me define a way of how I want to be present on social media and what is it I even want to talk about and what of it I want to keep offline. What I like about this challenge is that it gives me a way to say everything I want to say. I have so much to share, and often it overwhelms me and stops me from sharing anything at all. I have hours upon hours of footage of backstages, of creating costumes, of creative process, of me just talking. All of that just sits on my phone and never gets posted because, once again, I get overwhelmed. And also, when you're a drag artist, it's kind of expected for your social media to be exclusively of your stage persona, which isn't for me. Because I'm the same person in and out of drag, and I'm not gonna put myself through 2 hours of hair and makeup to record videos. I want to be present as me, and a lot of times in the interviews people would ask how my stage personality is different from myself, and it isn't really. And I want to normalize for drag artists to build platforms without having to be in drag for it. I am, however, gonna modify Donovan's game plan, because what he did is he used 6 platforms: TikTok, IG, YouTube, Threads, LinkedIn, and emails. I am not going to be using Threads, LinkedIn, or emails because I don't feel like it's applicable for my situation. I've never touched any of those. I mean, I've touched an email, but not like an emailing list subscription type of situation. And because I have less experience with content and using less platforms, I'm also going to be making less content. For me, it's going to be 300 pieces of content in 31 days because I'm doing it in July. I recently posted a TikTok video about me prioritizing rest, and it's been a big overarching theme of my life over the past few weeks. And this might seem controversial to people who know me closely, that I'm doing this challenge. It's this era of my life when I'm the resources and health queen, but other things that also resonated with me with Donovan is I need to read out these 2 quotes from his older videos. Number 1 is, I could regulate myself and know how to handle the work. And number 2, prioritizing rest doesn't mean not doing the work. And with where I want my career to go, I feel like prioritizing my social media presence is the necessary step right now. And also part of this is learning how to regulate myself better and how to trust myself to take breaks while doing this work. When I decided on 300 pieces of content, my first thought was that it's not enough because it's only 10 pieces a day, which is 4 TikTok videos. 1 of them you reuse for shorts and for reels, and then that is already 6. 4 more Instagram stories and you're done. But the truth is I don't post that much now. I looked at my last week and I posted 14 TikTok videos and 25 pieces of content on Instagram, which is those 25 pieces of content were mostly just reposts to my stories, or it has been the promotion of the shows that I have to promote. Also, last week has been a pretty high energy week for me. Sometimes I fully abandon all of my social media stuff for weeks, which is frustrating. So basically 300 pieces of content is just challenging enough in my case. So here are the rules. First of all, 300 pieces of content is about 10 pieces of content a day, 70 a week, but I am taking Sundays off. So it has to be 70 pieces of content in 6 days, which brings it to 11.6 a day, so 11 or 12 depending on a day. And then I have some weekly boxes that I want myself to check off because I'm scared to fall into just like posting 9 Instagram stories, you know? So to avoid that, 1 post a week has to be a post on Instagram that is for me and about me. I currently have 7 unposted photo shoots. Yikes. And more photo shoots to come. So those would be weekly Instagram posts. And the second Instagram post has to be a promotion of shows that I'm working on, but there's going to be more than once a week because I have a lot of shows. 1 piece of content a week has to be a horizontal video, aka a longer form YouTube video, but also the same is being cropped to TikTok. If you want to know more about the mechanics of reusing this content, it's better to just look at Donovan's video because he's the OG guy. And last rule is that 2 TikToks each week have to be done from the previous footage that I've had before starting this challenge, because I have a lot of it in my phone. And the last thing I want to say is I have started a lot of different social media challenges or projects in my life. As I said, I've been doing it for over 7 years probably, and always abandoning pages, abandoning projects, abandoning stuff. And I feel really good about this one, mostly because I am just formed as a person and I'm doing it for a career and for art that I know that I want to do long term. And second of all, because this system just fits right into how my brain functions. I forgot to write a reference for outro.